Would you like to know the stats of December compared to the previous year? Stay tuned to find out. Hi there, my name is Carlos Cruz with Austin Board of Realty, and I help buyers and sellers achieve their homeownership goals. You know, in this channel, we bring news to you, we bring the latest statistics, we bring tips, how to navigate this market. But today, we're gonna be talking about the statistics of 2022, December compared to the previous year. So let's get to it. Okay, so for December 2022, small disclaimer, we always get the statistics once the full month has completed, right? So we're done with December of 2022. Now we're in January 2023. We're able to look at the previous month statistics, okay? In a few weeks, we're gonna be in February, and then we can look at actually January statistics. So we're always gonna be trailing behind on the statistics, okay? Let's jump into it. As you can see here on the screen, we are looking at December 2022, and this is year over year, which means it's comparing December 2021 with December 2022. And we're gonna be looking at what's different in the market and how it has changed, okay? We can see a median sales price reduction of 3%, which means homes now are actually selling for 3% less than what they were selling in December of 2021. What's interesting to know about this is that I was looking at the November statistics, and in November was pretty flat compared to the previous November, right? So we were looking at November. In this case, what we're looking at is actually a price reduction now. So the market has shifted, as we all know, and it has normalized. So we have the number of listings actually coming down 15% compared to the previous year, December 2021. And why are we having less listings? Well, because a lot of the sellers decided not to list their homes for sale anymore, right? We see a lot of withdrawals from the MLS, and that's an indication that sellers are actually waiting to see what happens with the market. Where the active listings actually has increased to 275%. Now, what that means is that we have a lot of these leftover homes that didn't sell, and now they're still listed. So we see the number of days on the market increasing as well by 45 days to 73 days total. That's the average. Some homes are lasting longer, some homes are lasting fewer days. Because they're lasting longer in the market, we have all this residual of listings still active on the MLS. The months of inventory has increased from the previous year to 2.7 months of inventory. As you can see, it actually went up by 2.1 months, which means it was less than 1 month of inventory, December of 2021. Very interesting to see this. It's a huge increase in inventory. We're seeing a huge increase in active listings, and then yet we get fewer listings on the MLS, right? Because again, sellers are waiting for this. And then we get fewer pending sales as well, 22% decrease, which means less homes on the market right now. And that's an indication that, again, we have a slower market and we don't have as many contracts pending right now. Okay, so we're here also in Williamson County, and the active listings have actually gone up by 374%. So this is a big increase in new active listings. So a lot of homes in Williamson County are active right now, and there are a lot of choices for buyers right now to get into a house this year. The months of inventory here has also increased by 2.2 months of inventory, which means back in December of 2021, it was probably around 0.5 months of inventory. And now we're looking at 2.7 months of inventory. A lot of choices right now for buyers to be able to get into a house. The months of inventory is much more balanced. The median sales price, it went down, it was pretty much flat, 0.4%, and the price per square feet is also, a small change, less than 5% change. We got here Ramrock. I personally live in Ramrock, and it's one of my favorite markets. That's where I do most of my business. We see a pretty drastic median sales price reduction. So we're looking at 385, 500. Of course, the median price per square feet has also come down to 5.8%. The active listings, again, we see a lot of new active listings. In this case, it's 333%. The months of inventory was increased by 1.9 months of inventory. Now, days on the market here has gone up by 45 days, okay? Taylor, it's an interesting city as well, because here in this case, compared to, Ramrock, where we see a decrease, in Taylor, we're actually seeing an increase in median sales price. In most of this is affected by the company Samsung moving to Taylor, and I know they're creating thousands of jobs, at least a couple of thousand jobs in the high-tech field and many other jobs that are gonna come for the construction and all that. And in this case, the more demand for the particular area, Taylor, then we see the price is actually going up. So from December of 2021 to December 2022, we see a 6.4% increase. Active listings have gone up over 800%, but it's only 55 active listings that we have right now. Months of inventory as well has increased, and the days on the market has also increased. But it's basically the interesting point about this graph stats is actually the median sales price going up in Taylor. The next city is Pflugerville, and interesting here as well is the median sales price coming down 10% from the year prior. The number of days on the market, 71, the months of inventory has increased, and the active listings have gone up as well. So again, more inventory, more listings, more days on the market, that causes a lot of price reductions and the median sales price to come down as well. In this case, Leander has actually gone up 5.9%. One of the reasons is, Leander has a lot of new construction going on. Lots of builders are building there. Prices are actually going up in Leander as well, a lot. Gero has come down almost 20%. And this is something I'm seeing with my clients right now, and so much more inventory as well. We see so many more new active listings. We see the months of inventory compared to the previous year has gone up as well. And we're seeing more sales, basically. Cedar Park has come down as well. It's actually, compared to some of the other cities like Leander, look at the median sales price in Leander, 486. And then we look at Cedar Park, 472. It's actually, Cedar Park used to be more expensive than Leander. The months of inventory has gone up as well, but it's still very tight. It's still less, 1.5 months. Georgetown, in the previous housing reports that we've done, Georgetown is one of the cities that we've seen a lot of increases on the median sales price. In this particular month, we saw actually a 6% reduction on the median sales price. Again, the whole thing is the same. Active listings, months of inventory is pretty much equivalent to the rest of the cities. And that wraps it up. Thank you so much for sticking with me and learning about the housing market. Make sure that you subscribe and share this if you find that this is useful and it helps you hopefully make a decision on where to move. In my opinion, it's a good time to buy. It's a good time to reach out to us and ask us if you have any questions. We'll be happy to sit down with you and go over in more details. Thanks for subscribing, thank you for sharing, and I'll see you on the next month.